2-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face. Blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
Such sights to show you. We'll tear your soul apart.
Hey, this is Tom Atkins. Thrill Me. You're watching Death Curse Society. See ya, man. Thrill me.
Rock and roll!
Just in the middle of a dream, I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, 'cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. It was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. I don't have to Monday, it's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Woo! Everybody's up here doing their hand tricks and everything, and I'm just like, woo!
Because we're cool when you're not. That's
Damn it.
You can always
Yes,
do the
that's how-
poker chip trick. Ha-za-za!
What's up?
Yes.
How's everybody doing? Everybody, welcome out to Monday Maniacs and Death Curse Society. Appreciate you guys tuning in and joining us. It's going to be a fun time. We're going to be talking about the top 5 of 2010 shortly. And man, I said this when we all got in here. I said, what a banner year for horror. Honestly, it wasn't that bad of a year. It was just so fucking depressing, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. Carl, you want to chime in on that before we get into everything?
man, I get what you're saying. There were a few gems. But it's like, man, you really had us go through a lot of shit to get to those few gems, though.
Dude, this weekend I was just like, there aren't that many happy endings in 2010. That was like the beginning of the like bleak, utterly just dismal endings for movies.
Well, we were 2 years away from 2012, in the fucking world.
There we go. Ziggy, you think that's what it was, or what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This was kind of a turning into a different kind of style for horror in 2010, and it was like the kickoff to just even more sequels than now. I mean, I don't know. Having said all that, there was still some good choices to see in 2010. Not a lot, and some of these choices may be questionable to some. We will see, but hey, that's why we do it. You got to go back and look at it. It's been 12 years. Some of you younger folks watching this, what I'm saying? You can actually get your hooks in on this one, man. You were around when this shit came out.
Right. Yeah, I was hoping that we'd get some of the younger viewers to come in and defend some of their movies from 2010. Even the ones that made none of our lists. There's one that I'm not shocked, and then there's one that I'm a little bit surprised by that I saw this weekend. And good Lord. I mean, I was so depressed Sunday because I pretty much spent the day just watching these movies. And like at the end of the night, I was just like, oh my God, I watched one and I was like, all right, this one's good. This one's got to have a happy ending. Nope.
No.
I was like, God, am I gonna fucking do this end it all, or am I gonna play some video games? And I hit Ziggy up and he was like, no, I'm not playing tonight. And I was like, well, God damn it, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, it was a busy week, man. It was lots of work going on, but still time to get the horror in, man. You got to get those movies in and freshen up on a couple of them before you make a list like this. And he's right, man. A lot of these, I don't know what was going on, but everyone was like, you know what? We need to dash all hope and abandon all ye who enter these endings. And just depression for all. That's the prescription, man. On every one of these fucking endings.
All the writers and producers and directors, they just were off their meds that week. And they made these movies, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I'd say another confession, though. It was spring break, surrounded by children all week. Like, I really had time to watch some of these. I did go see the new Sonic movie, though, damn it.
I saw that cute picture with you and your kids. That was great.
Sonic.
Did she like it?
Her
first theater experience?
She did like her first theater experience. I wouldn't say she liked the new Sonic movie. She said it was okay. She loved the popcorn. I bought a large and kind of sat it next to her to have at it. And
she can almost fit in a large.
Huh?
She can almost fit in a large.
She almost could.
When my son was her age, I took him to a movie and he was good after like 20 minutes. He was like, "All right, let's go do something else." And I was like, "No, dude, we're gonna ride this out and see how this goes here. Let's watch."
Well, see, that's what sucks. When my oldest was that little, you still had the cheap, $2 movie theaters. So I took her to that to see the Lorax. She couldn't sit through it. We walked out. I was out $10 fucking bucks.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. Fuck, it was $30 just for 3 tickets to see this. We're sitting through this whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. We ain't moving.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, the fam is all here coming in. It looks like we got James, we got Patricia. Speaking of fam, she says, "Hey, DCS family, hello, Patricia."
Woo!
Tanya's here. Tyrone's here.
Fam.
James. Oh yeah, James says, "I saw The Devil from 2010 is top notch." We'll see if it made any list.
Number 6.
What?
I made a new drop for tonight.
See, I thought you froze. I just heard it and didn't see you moving. I was like, fuck, there's his Michigan internet again.
No, it's all good.
He also says he watched El Monstro del Mar earlier and enjoyed that. Is that from 2010? I don't know that one.
I didn't know this. I saw The Devil.
And good news, Carrie. She says, "Hi, beautiful people, free from Facebook jail.
Woo!
Welcome back." What do
Wait.
you guys do? Wait, I gotta ask you. What are you guys doing to get put in Facebook jail? Are you which ones of you are owning the libs and which ones of you are owning the conservatives? I'm just curious. I gotta know. I gotta know.
It can't even be that, man. You can say I found a hair in my apple pie, and that's taken the wrong fucking way these days, and you're out for 30 days. So
Some people like a little hair on their pie.
I understand this, and I'm old school. I'm down, but all I'm saying, you could get flagged for something you said 10 years ago on Facebook, and it's like you said it today, and it's all penalties apply. So it's getting really ridiculous over there.
I got a 30-day ban for a meme I posted like fucking 6 years ago, and I still stand by it being fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Well, now I need to know later, but we'll talk about that after the show.
Yeah, I was about to say on the air, some people could take it the wrong way.
Oh, but Facebook, I mean, seriously, man. Relax, okay? Fuck.
Really? Now you got to come by and weed eat this area, you fucks?
Well, there you go.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but thank you.
No.
Thank you very much.
I don't know if you guys can hear this. Give me a second. The cat found the fucking jelly bean from this weekend on the floor. So
Oh, yes.
away.
She's flipping that bean.
Zoom, zoom. She's flicking the bean, ladies and gentlemen. Colonel's got to go take care of that. While he handles his pussy, Luke says Dahmer versus Gacy was pretty humorous and outrageous. Need to look for that one. Patricia, I will come back to your question here in a second. James says it is, I think, talking about the Australian film a minute ago. Luke says memes get him in trouble. That I can see. You do share a lot of memes.
They're quite funny, though.
Oh, yeah. They're good. Patricia says, I've never been in Facebook prison. Me either.
Anyone else? Two shoes over here.
Anyone else? No? All right. No, I don't try to stir shit up like that anymore.
Dude,
I did years ago. It's not worth it anymore.
Dude, I got like a minor ban where I can still do stuff, but I got a warning. You know that thing like where he's like, tag your favorite musician, whatever. But I want to go do it because his name's Esham, but it stands for Eastside Hose and Money. So I was like, Eastside Hose and Money, Esham Dopo, and I got a fucking, don't say that. I'm like, what the hell? I thought it was funny because I thought that would piss people off, so that's why I did it.
Esham, the rapper from Detroit?
Yes.
The devil guy with the makeup and the...
Yeah, because he only did the makeup one album.
Well, it was, that's...
In like 91, dude. That was like
I played a gig with him, dude, when he did that shit. It was fucking crazy. That place was jumping.
Well, here's Carrie's answer to our questions. She says she was scrolling Facebook and went on the Shine app and window shopped. And that's what got you banned or in jail?
Facebook.
I don't know.
Facebook.
All right. Got to get back to this question from Patricia, though.
Yeah.
Crank and Colonel, are you guys coming to Living Dead Weekend in June? Colonel, are you going?
Dude, I'm tracking my fucking days. Unfortunately, see, luckily, again, the kids were on spring break last week, and they can keep that cat quiet while we're doing Curse Your Luck. No luck tonight. I gotta keep looking at my days. I only have so many I can take a year. I don't have unlimited days off, so.
Well, I'm
thinking, but as soon as possible, I know because if I
go,
go, I might have to. If I can only use one day, I think I can spring it, but I'm not sure. I just have to drive into Pittsburgh that Friday after work, be there Saturday, and come back Sunday. I don't know if I can do the full weekend or not.
Fuck. Patricia, we may have to ship you a camera, man, to get the panel. I'm dying over here.
That would be. I guess we could do that.
It's crazy. I did do one horror-related thing this week in between all the work.
Yes.
As you know, it's a great time to be alive for horror memorabilia, toys, board games. And I've been going crazy buying these things. I mean, we got shit coming from the movie They Live I can't wait for. The Silent Night, Deadly Night looks amazing. I jumped on that one. And then this one popped up this week, and I couldn't say no. Another favorite of mine. Here it is. Check it out. My Bloody Valentine, the game. The board game.
Nice.
I'm hip, dude. It's already been backed. It's like they wanted $15,000 to get this thing done, and it's already at $31,000. So I mean, if you want to get over on Kickstarter, you can get yourself one of these bad boys. It looks really like it'll be fun. Kind of the same mechanics as most games, and we're trying to dip our toes into this world of board games. So I'm trying to get as many as I can, so we have points of reference to do things. When the DCS finally comes out with their killer kick-ass board game, it'll be the best. But yeah, man, this one definitely. Can't wait. Probably not till next year, but who gives a fuck, man? I'm happy as hell to get that one.
Won't you just drop like big fucking news right there, man? Shut the fuck up. You're giving away all our secrets, man.
Years away. Believe me, once they see what entails with going into these things and making a decent, playable game, you don't want nothing to fucking do with this mess. Let me tell you that.
That's a good point.
Very good point.
Before we get into the bleakness that is 2010, I do want to mention Vincent and Never Hike Alone 2 are going strong. They're sitting right under 128,000 right now. About 85% of their goal has been met, and there's only 4 days left. The campaign ends on Friday. So if you have not gotten a chance to get over to Indiegogo and back this campaign, I will throw a link in the comments right meow.
Meow.
Meow. That was for the Colonel's cat.
Yes.
And you can get over there and help them out. And I think he's unleashed some new perks over the last week or so. Some exclusive, like 6 only available, 8 only available, 10 only available kind of things.
Yeah, machetes, masks, stuff like that, all gone already. So I mean, keep watching. He's still dropping things like that are like screen use stuff that they're going to plan on using and everything, and people are claiming them left and right. So,
well, it's cool shit. I mean,
yes,
I'd love to have screen used fucking Hawk.
Right, he's and that's why I think he's limiting it to like 8 to 10 per item, just because hell, they don't know how many they're going to need on set when they do use them, but he's guaranteed these things will be used in the film. So, and this is going to be fucking huge, man. And again, this may be as close to real Friday the 13th as we get. These better made fan films that are coming out, we need to embrace them because that's all we fucking got.
Yep, that is true. So get over to Indiegogo with the link I provided in the comments and check out what's still available. Get yourself at least a Blu-ray or a poster or a T-shirt, and let's help make Jason come back. And yeah, I'm excited for this. I can't wait to see it. And hopefully our little contribution will make an appearance in there somewhere. I can't really talk more, but
I was guaranteed that it will.
Oh, dude, come on, man.
It's got to. Did you see that he sent us?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It's so sick. Just know we did our part, man. We did our part. When you watch this movie, you'll know.
I love it. Also want to say thanks to our members that we've got working right now. These guys are helping us on our website at deathcursesociety.com. You can check out the join page and figure out how to become a member. Our final girls are Corey, Chris, Lorena, Christy, Luke, S. Michael, Patricia, Tanya, and Tyrone. And of course, our crazy Ralphs are Angelo and Raymond. I can't wait till we actually get a Ralph to be a crazy Ralph.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that day. And then our camp counselors, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Kiara, and Dave. Thank you.
Woo! Absolutely.
See, I actually waited for that one this time.
I saw you. I had my page all ready to go and everything.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. And a couple more have wandered in. Luke says, looking at what came out in 2010, that year was not that good. BK is here. Welcome, BK. And FaZe is here. And then
FaZe.
James is just listing off a bunch of movies.
I
I'm
knew
feeling we'll get to some of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know if all of those are going to make our list. And we may even have to talk about a couple that did not make the list.
Yeah, and this isn't the worst. It isn't the worst, Jack. I know that now, just looking at my list and everything. This is not. What was that one that was absolutely brutal? We did. It was just like, 2000, was it 2009 even? Something like that?
It may have been like 8 or 9. Yeah, it was one of those.
This one isn't that bad, but it's still far from the best for a year of horror, man. That's for sure.
James says it may have been 2005. It was one of those in the early aughts. I do remember that.
Yes, it was rough, man. It was some hard shit.
Well, Ziggy, you are kicking us off with the list, so if you're ready to go.
I'm stealing brick.
Yeah, Thunder stealing
I
brick.
don't really know on this. I can't predict it because you know what I mean? There was a lot of movies. I will be honest. There is a lot of movies on this on the master list. I was going, fuck, and it's like I got some more work to do to watch some of these. But I mean, as we do, we went with the ones we know about, we can speak on, and that's what I did here. And we'll start it with number 5. And I kick it off with a remake. Number 5 is George Romero's, not Romero's, but it's The Crazies. It's decent, man. It's got a good creep factor to it, but again, when you're going, there's a certain intangible that these directors have that bleeds into their work, and that is lacking in this remake. But it's still not that bad. It's certainly worthy of 5 for sure. I expect some flack for this next one. Number 4. I'm kind of into this thing at the time. This one still hadn't completely derailed the franchise at this point. It was Paranormal Activity 2. Yes, I know.
Fuck.
It's 4, man. But I love ghost stories like that, and especially when they're a little malicious and stuff like that. I dug the first Paranormal Activity. I really did. It's something about it, man. I dug it. But this one, again, slim pickings in 2010, man. So this is what I had to go with, and that's what I did. I put it at number 4 here for you, and I'm sorry. All right. Number 3, The Last Exorcism. Just, man, there was a lot of this shit coming at this time. Everyone wanted to get their Exorcism movie in, and there was a fucking huge, the Deborah Logan, all that shit stuff coming down the pike by then. This one it has some moments in it. Is it perfect movie? Hell no. But it's still something to see, especially if there are a couple of moments in there where your hair is going to stand up on your neck, and that's what it's all about. And I'll leave it at that. Number 2, it's a horror movie with a Darth Maul clone, Insidious. Yeah, I know, but it still has, it's creepy, man, and it's got great acting in this one. I mean, James Wan, you either like him or you don't, right? I like this one. As far as the whole universe goes with all that shit, okay, you got a point. But Insidious was pretty good, and it's number 2. It didn't win the whole prize or anything. The honorable mentions, I went with it's a very simple movie. First one, Buried, with Ryan Reynolds. Come on, man, a guy in a fucking coffin, and this is the whole movie essentially. And if you don't catch yourself holding your breath at least once in the movie, then this isn't for you. It didn't work. But if you did, what the fuck, you've got this problem. Anytime somebody gets buried alive, I fucking hate that shit. Or drowns, fuck that. Hate it. But this movie, yeah, it's worth a watch for sure.
I just want to add.
Yes.
If you ever find yourself buried alive, the last thing you want to do is hold your fucking breath.
Right.
Sucking in all your oxygen even faster once you try to catch your breath.
Well, you remember Harlem Nights, when they locked him in the bank vault, they showed him how to do it. You better take little sips. And Danny Aiello's over there just doing exactly that. So that's wonderful. But yes, I was like a couple of times watching this movie. I'm all like, breathe, asshole. Come on. Number honorable mention 2, I put Saw the Final Chapter 3D. It was 2010. I know, man. It's an honorable mention. I appreciated some of the stunts. Some of the traps were kind of clever with the technology of the shit like that. So, all right, enough. If that pissed you off, this one you're not going to like either. But in the fine tradition of movies like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, we have rubber. A fucking tire. A fucking tire. A killer tire. Enough said. dumb as all shit, but I was just so amused by the concept and the commitment to something so ridiculous that, yeah, man, there you go. It's an honorable mention, and I don't care. Before I do my number one here, which I really like my number one, I dig it a lot, man. But 2010 was also a year we saw Carpenter and Wes Craven come back to directing and just kind of limp through, go through the motions. It didn't have any of that love, that eye. I mean, yeah, Carpenter shoots in that wide screen, and I'm talking about The Ward if you haven't seen it. But it just doesn't. It's not good. It's not Carpenter-esque like we love. So I just wanted to mention that too. So neither one of these two guys made the list.
And,
number one.
And wait, Craven's. Are you talking My Soul to Take?
Yes, that was the other one. Just kind of, it's like, I get it. I saw what he was trying to get, but I don't know. It just looks like the studio had notes and he didn't give a fuck at this point, to me.
So anyone out there watching who are fans of John Carpenter's The Ward or Craven's My Soul to Take, make sure to tell Ziggy to fuck off in the comments.
Yes, absolutely. Tell me why I'm wrong, as always. And number one, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I'm just kidding. I
wouldn't believe it.
You wouldn't believe it.
No, he would just. That would happen. That's exactly what would happen if he came up with that. Bullshit.
Did they hear my buzzer? I don't even know.
No.
I buzzed myself, so just doing it. But anyway, the number one of 2010 for me was a very cool surprise. Comedy horror, but they brought the fucking gore, man. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. What a fun fucking movie this is. It's just so silly and ridiculous, but excellent and acted excellent. They keep teasing us with a sequel to this. Please. It doesn't matter. It's been 12 years. Do it. This is the fucking shit, man. It's just so fucking fun. I don't know. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil anything, man, because it's that fucking silly. But man, is that fun. And it is number fucking one on Zigzag's 2010 list, baby. Yeah.
Good list, Ziggy.
Yeah. I am utterly shocked about a couple of your choices, though. Not again. I shouldn't be, but I am. But fuck, man. Thanks for phoning in your list this week, Ziggy. Let's get to
phoning it in. Lord,
I'm playing.
How late did you get it to you?
Do what?
How late did you get it to you? Fuck, I thought I was late because I seen the post, all the movie posters. I was like, oh shit, I didn't give you my list. Sorry.
It was early yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, so yesterday night.
He sent it about an hour after you did.
Yes.
So you beat him.
Well, I had it done. I just hadn't sent it over yet. I was fucking busy.
Oh man, that's funny. All right, let's see here.
Can't wait for you two bitches to get your lists up here too.
They're coming. And I know I'm gonna get shit for a couple of mine. So I know I am, but that's why I'm giving you shit previous.
Oh Christ, did Twin Peaks have a release that year? Did Mike Nichols put something out? Flanagan
made his fucking directorial debut with some shit. It's barely horror.
Fuck.
It's gonna be his number one. You didn't know this at the time, but Mike Flanagan going to be the greatest horror director ever.
Give it 20 years, and we'll see what who they're talking about. It's probably going to be Mike Flanagan.
Well, I'll be talking about his wife because I'm a pig like that. Just saying.
All right. James says he hasn't seen any of the Paranormal Activity sequels. Good for you, James. You still have standards.
The second one's more like a prequel, man. It goes back to like the fucking mid '80s when
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, it's been fucking 12 years, bitch. So,
but you don't want to give away spoilers.
Don't give away spoilers.
Come on now.
It's a prequel. That's all you need to know. It ties. It eventually catches up and then gets into the current time too. So, but yeah, they're not great movies, man.
Patricia wants to jump on one of your choices here and offer you a great double feature, Rubber and Slacks.
That's not a bad double feature, though.
Now-
man, just saying.
Both are
I
a
should
good
have
time.
mentioned. I should have mentioned Slacks as a right in there with Attack of the Killer Tomatoes because it is that sort of silly, but it's good. It's fucking good that way. It's good. Crank will never like Slacks, no matter what we do. We could give him the A Clockwork Orange treatment with the hooks in his eyes, holding the shit open.
Dude,
Doesn't matter.
Stephen King could write a story about a killer fucking bouncy ball, and the movie would be directed by Mike Flanagan, and he still wouldn't like it. Starring the cast of Twin Peaks. He'd be like, no.
I would love that.
Hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. Patricia says, great list, Zag. Hutch says, Tucker and Dale was awesome fun.
Yes.
And then we got, looks like a couple of lists coming in. I'll come back to these lists here in a second. Carrie says, do 2010 kids' TV shows count as horror? My son back then was discovering them. It depends on what the shows are.
It does.
And that may be
because about 2011, for about a year straight, all I ever seen during the daytime, if I wasn't at work, was Dora the Explorer. And that was fucking hell.
And she is terrifying.
She is.
It was Paw Patrol.
Luke says, I like the first, second, and third Paranormal Activities. Everything after that has been a major letdown.
Agree.
I think I've seen those. Yeah, those are the three I've seen. After that, I don't think I've even wasted my time.
I've seen them all except for the newest one that came on HBO Max or whatever this summer. I did not watch it.
The problem with Paranormal Activity, real quick, is here you have a few questions coming out of the first one, 2 or 3 tops. You get no answers in the second one, and they lump on 3 or 4 more questions. Into the third one, you get 2 answers, but they give you 4 more questions. So it just got too fucking much to keep up on. And I was like, I'm over it, man. I don't care anymore. You made me not care about this shit no more.
See, that's how I thought about Saw by the time Saw 3D came around, and actually before then. Oh my God! Talking about fucking stretching that fucking story.
They got me with the final chapter tag, man.
Man, you know when it says the final chapter, it's never the final one.
It's never over.
All right. Here's a list from Luke. Not sure. I don't think it is in any kind of particular order, but we'll see here. He says, Adam Green's Frozen, Hatchet 2, I Spit on Your Grave remake, Darren Lynn Bousman's awesome reboot of Mother's Day, which he's highly recommending, and Devil. All right.
That's the elevator one. And
yeah,
it's so funny, man. Like every one of those could be considered, on the list. But I mean,
absolutely none of those are on Ziggy's list. Interesting.
No.
Very
interesting. But very much qualify for
Number 6.
I think Luke did more research on this topic than Ziggy did this week.
I actually saw it
based on that list.
I haven't seen some of those movies. I'm not going to make shit up. I have integrity, damn it.
Yeah, I haven't seen 2 of those. I tried to look at one. I tried to look at Devil. I haven't seen Devil. I tried to look at Devil, but I couldn't find it streaming free anywhere. And I passed on Mother's Day. I think that was one I did not get to. But I did. I probably watched 10 or 12 movies from 2010 over the last week or so. Patricia's list. Number 5, Hatchet 2. Number 4, We Are What We Are. Number 3, I Spit on Your Grave. Number 2, Let Me In. Number 1, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. And honorable mentions, The Last Exorcism, Piranha 3D, Rubber, and Insidious. All right. Nice list,
Nice list, Patricia, and nice list, Luke.
Yeah.
I forgot Adam Green did have a couple in that year, Frozen and Hatchet 2. I mean, Hatchet 2 probably is an oversight by me because I have those, but I don't know. I wasn't thinking about that.
Hatchet 2, well, we'll talk about it when we get to my list. But,
yeah.
And Raymond's got a list. Welcome, Raymond. He says, number 5, The Last Exorcism. Number 4, The Crazies. Number 3, Insidious. Number 2, I Spit on Your Grave. Honorable mention, Big Tits Zombie, just for the title. I did not even see that one anywhere. Now I have to.
I think it's Japanese. So
there was an abundance of Japanese and Korean films that had tits or some kind of sex act in the title. I don't know what was going on in 2010 over there, but yeah.
I don't know what search engine you're using. Jesus Christ.
That's it.
Dirty Google.
Yeah.
And his number one is Hatchet 2. So
nice list, Raymond. Nice list.
Nice list, Raymond. All right. God damn it. Well, I guess I'm just gonna get into my list and get the pain started now, because I know it's coming. It's gonna happen. But at least one of you, I think, will be on my side with a couple of my choices. One of mine has not even been mentioned by either of you guys or in the comments yet. So, wow.
Shocker.
I know. But my number 5, and I'll be honest, I literally just saw this weekend. I had passed it up.
Hang on. This sounds like it's going to be a Red Crank sexy special list. So go ahead, Crank.
Do I get this? Great. The porn music again. Is that better?
You're stroking right, dude. You're too long. You gotta
you're gonna get the tap on the shoulder, like nice effort. All right, go ahead, man.
All right. I just saw this movie recently this week, and I had skipped over it for years. I had been told I would dig it. I almost disagreed with people most of the time because I had a very odd taste in movies, and I'm not a big fan of horror comedies. But number 5 for me is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. This was entertaining as shit, but it's still number 5 on mine because I found some better shit. And I'm backing up my choices here in a minute.
You're wrong, but okay.
I know. See? Thanks. Thank you. Keep it coming. Very entertaining movie, very well-written movie. And yeah, I thought it was very original, and I apologize for all of those that have told me in the past that I should watch this. It was based on some of your other suggestions that I just absolutely hated, that I was like, no, I don't want to see this. So no offense. Yeah, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Number 4 for my list has been mentioned by James, I believe. I just saw this one for the first time, but I had it recommended to me like last year by somebody on the Facebook group Horror Movie Addicts. It's been on a list of mine for a while. I finally got around to see it. It's long as fuck, but holy shit, it is one hell of a revenge flick. I Saw the Devil. Jesus Christ. What's that Charles Bronson movie from the 70s? The revenge flick?
Mr. Majestic, Death Wish, what?
Yeah, Death Wish.
Yeah. This is like Death Wish on steroids, man. Holy shit. And I love kind of the premise of this because this guy, the guy who is the vigilante, is going after this serial killer who has attacked his family. And rather than just go after him and like outright kill him and capture him and torture him and whatever, he gets him, he beats the fuck out of him, and then lets him go. And then finds him again and catches up with him again. And like day after day, this guy's like looking over his shoulder, like, where the fuck is this guy coming from? And it's so fucking good. And I thought it was going to put me to sleep because it was 2 hours and 20 something minutes long. I was entertained as shit, man. This one was a fun fucking ride. But this is one of those that I don't want to talk too much about the ending, but the ending is so, like, there's a depressing point to it. And it's just, a lot of these 2010 movies were just like there's no happy ending. A lot of horror movies don't have happy endings. I get that, but some of them are just bleak as fuck. This one, not too bad, but it's one of those that is, Jesus Christ. I hope you guys are on your antidepressants before you watch this.
I just want to say, they made this a horror movie. You could easily make that a fucking comedy where the serial killer is just getting his ass beat. The majority of the movie, just trying to look around waiting for this dude to fucking come out. This would be a perfect fucking comedy, even a horror comedy.
You could.
Golden opportunity missed. Just saying.
Well, and a lot of people would probably say this isn't a horror movie; it's more of a thriller. But those two the lines blur so much. I think some of the horrific things that are done in this film are good enough for this. And I would say this is a better revenge tale than another one that might be on my list that has been mentioned. That's a major. It's probably the most popular revenge tale. But I digress. Number 3 for me. If you haven't seen it, find this because it is subtitled. But dude, it's worth it. Number 3 for me. After I watched this one, I went back and watched the original. And I'm not shocked it got remade because, good God, that original is interesting and difficult to watch. I don't think Ziggy knows which one I'm talking about because he agreed so quickly.
Well, it has to be if it's
the Crazies.
Oh, the Crazies. Okay, then
the Crazies. I think this one, the 2010 version, is 10 times better than the original. No offense to you, George Romero knob slobbers, but
no. I believe I made my point very clearly. Why I prefer the original to this one.
Explain it again. Why you like the original?
Because George A. Romero, directors like this have a way of projecting themselves into the film right on that fucking solenoid, man. And this one doesn't have that. Doesn't have that tangible Romero-ness that you want in those films. Colonel, help me out here, man.
I got to get through my list, so that's why I'm being quiet about shit.
All right.
Okay. Well, this is okay. Let me ask you this: would Romero's Crazy be one of his best?
No.
Or is it just considered his best because it's George A. Romero?
At the time, it wasn't really much like that. You know, it was a little bit disturbing at that time when that first one came out. So, again, a trend was set with that movie, I believe. So,
73, is that the original?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. I like this one tons better. I think the cast is much better. I think the story is explained a lot better. The editing and the sound, and I know it's old, 1970s movie, but some of the editing and the editing in Night of the Living Dead is great. But in this, it's just weird. This one did not do anything for me. Again, I'm not shocked it got remade. I really dug this remake. I know a lot of people are going to hate on me for it, but
I'm just saying that chair must be shaped like a horse because this motherfucker's sitting awfully high, isn't he? Dogging the original Crazies.
Dude, it's not that good of a fucking movie, man. Gee, I just watched it again.
Okay.
But
you like Twin Peaks, your point's almost invalid at this point.
Yeah, all right, fine.
I'm hovering over the buzzer. I'm just letting you know, man.
All right, fine. Anyway, number 3, the Crazies. Anybody back me up or rip me a new one in the comments? Feel free. Number 2 for me. Again, this was another one that I like this one a lot better than the remake, or than the original, I should say. And this may be because I like the Americanized version of this better than I like the foreign version.
Oh my God.
I like this one better than...
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
I just realized where he's going.
I know where he's going.
I did not like the original of this one because I don't know. But I liked Let Me In. Is that what you guys thought it was?
Let the right one in so much better.
Do what?
Let the right one in is so much better.
I don't. Oh man, the cast doesn't work for me, and Let the Right One In. I don't know. There was just something about it. The kids did not work for me. The kids in the American version worked for me. Chloe Grace Moretz is just phenomenal, especially in those younger roles. And there's something about her that just gets those parts that are supposed to be kids, but going through adult situations. Obviously, this one's a little bit of a different stretch, but
Tell us more.
I liked it. I liked it. No, don't turn that off. I'm talking about a kid. That's disgusting. But I like how this one, although it's pretty much the script is almost a straight rip of the original. It is almost a complete mirror. But I like how this one delves a little bit deeper into the story, never mentions the word vampire in it. And I like this one better. Sue me. I don't give a fuck.
I would if I could.
There's no wrong answers here.
Yeah, there is. You already mentioned one. Honorable mentions for me. I did mention this one. I think I Spit on Your Graves remake is pretty damn extreme, and kind of takes a step up from the 70s film. It's hard to watch. It's incredibly hard to watch, but it's a good time in a way. Is it a good time? If you can get past some of that shit, yes. I enjoy it. The following two, I watched those over the weekend as well, just for shits and giggles. Not as good, although I do like the storyline that 3 takes, where it's like a support group that they, a couple of them start being vigilantes of their own and stuff like that. I wish they would have gone further with that, but they didn't. Another honorable mention for me, Insidious. It had to make it. Not my favorite. It's okay. I get why everyone likes it, but I'm tired of the Insidious franchise. I know they're supposed to be coming out with a new one, but hopefully it breathes new life into it. But 2, 3, and 4 seem to be kind of stretches for me. But the first one was pretty damn good. Last honorable mention for me, this one kind of snuck into the list, and is another one of those just bleak fucking movies. A home invasion movie. I can't remember where. I want to say Spain, but it's called Kidnapped. And again, it takes a home invasion thing and just kicks it up a notch. And that's one of the things I liked about that. And again, very dark, very disturbing at times. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that one. But my number one, which I haven't looked at the comments in a while, but
Serbian film.
has not been mentioned yet, but it is probably one of the best interpretations of psychosis and mental illness that has been captured on film that I have seen. It's an Academy Award winning film for the actress Natalie Portman, and it's Black Swan. And I know a lot of you have probably passed this over, and for good reason. For good reason. I get it. You're not into the ballet world. You don't like that kind of stuff. I get it. But Natalie Portman's performance in this is fucking fascinating from top to bottom. And some of the imagery that's done in this is fascinating. And I like how the story kind of mirrors what's actually going on with the characters. All that is just really good for me. And I know you guys are going to hate me for it, but that's my number one, Black Swan. There you go. Thank you. and Insane.
Insane. And,
Okay, list, Frank.
Yeah, it's a fine list.
Okay list.
I'm gonna give you a good list. It's okay.
Where is it?
I know. It's an okay list.
It's
I didn't
interesting. There's some pretty wild
didn't expect
choices.
any more from you guys.
Well, that's the thing. I wouldn't expect, you not to bring that. But anyway, it's your list, and we want to give you the props.
I can't even get back to it to turn it off. No, you don't. You don't want to give me the props. Fuck you. You feel obligated to because we always do. No, you don't have to. Fuck you. You don't. I don't need it. I don't need your props, Ziggy.
You need props.
Luke says Mother's Day is free on Tubi. Recommended watching it. It's pretty crazy and brutal. I will check it out.
I love the original.
Yeah. Patricia says we'll have to check out I Saw the Devil. Do. It's long, but it's good. Ariel, welcome to the show, Ariel. She says Insidious is one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
Yeah. You and I well, we've talked. We don't agree on a lot of movies. So yeah. No, I like Insidious, but it just didn't do it for me out of what I saw. So Luke says, I like both versions of the Crazies almost equally. Wow. Okay.
You already said almost. I guarantee you your version gets by a
I'm sure. I'm sure.
By the thickness of Romero's glasses.
Right.
That's how much.
James says, yeah, and you wouldn't have the remake without the original. Of course.
That's right.
Raymond says the best horror story of 2010 was the one about me getting married. Oof.
Oh, man.
Damn. Condolences? I don't know. Happy Freedom Day. How about we say that? Faye says, I don't recognize many of these from 2010. I was too busy being 14, hanging out at skate parks in my buddy's garage. Looking at Google seems like a lot of remakes. And I like revenge flicks, so I may check that out. Yeah.
That's the difference, man. When I was 14, that's where I fucking was. Like every weekend was a movie somewhere. I mean, almost. It's all we did. It's all we did.
That sounds about right.
Faze grew up with the internet. You didn't have that shit.
Didn't have the fucking
right.
internet, man.
No.
Yeah.
Hutch says, never saw the original Crazies. I like the remake. Give the original one a try sometime. It may be under codename Trixie on some platforms, but
Now look, it looks like a 73 film, okay? Don't expect mind-blowing, eye-popping effects. You're not going to get that. Just go with the fucking story and what was happening and picture it being 73 and it'll be fine. You'll get it.
It looks like a 73 newsreel more than anything.
Right.
And that was rough.
It's Romero, man. That you won't miss.
No, it's definitely Romero, but Patricia says, my friend Amy agrees with me about Let Me In. Thank you, Amy.
Amy, you're wrong.
Appreciate somebody backing me up here.
Right. Amy.
Now, in all seriousness, don't get me wrong. Let Me In. It was a good movie.
Right.
But I had seen that already. Like, let the right one in. That was new. It was like, holy shit. So,
yeah.
I guess, I can't shit on Let Me In because it is a good movie.
See, this is why I'm scared to death for this new Train to Busan set in America, Train in New York City or whatever it's called.
Yep.
And
last train to New York.
How can they?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
They're
only going to fuck it up. There were so many things working to make that Train to Busan work. Like those characters perfectly cast and nailed it to where it transcends the fucking language barrier, man. They're already up against it. I think this is a huge mistake. This one here. Oh.
All right.
It's gonna suck.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one. Ariel is still. I can't tell what
Praise.
Is that the Praise Insidious?
I guess. I don't know. I'm too old.
Yeah. I get it, Ariel. We're different. Luke says, I actually saw Black Swan in theaters. I dug it. Yeah. And Ariel, thank you, says Black Swan was great. Thank you. Yeah. Patricia, great list crank. Maybe I'm just finally getting down to the good people here. Nope. BK says, what a dick. God damn it.
What a dick.
Wait,
exactly.
which one of us is a dick? I don't know. Is it me?
Pretty sure it's all three of us. I mean, it can go either way.
What a dick.
There we go. I was waiting for that. And Patricia said, I saw Black Swan in theaters. Great movie, but just not for me. That's the way it is. Yeah, I get that. It's just, it is for me. So there we go. I'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Colonel, let's get into yo shit.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right. Saving the best for last.
That's
Just
right.
a heads up, I am an uncultured swine, apparently. And the Black Swan is not on my list. But neither
Did I say that?
You said it with your eyes. I can see what you're thinking. But neither is I Spit on Your Grave. Something's a little bit too rapey. I really don't like it. And it's a Serbian film. Fuck that crazy ass fucking shit.
That doesn't sound like that one made any of our lists.
I would fucking hope not. I'd hope we have better taste than that.
Well, it's just there's making disturbing imagery, and then there's just
doing it to be disturbing. That's all they did.
Yeah, doing it just for the simple fact of people to talk about the stupid shit you did in your stupid movie.
That works for shock rock for me, but not for movies. Fuck that shit.
A Serbian film? Fail.
I think we can all agree with that.
All right. So I am pretty happy. I have a few movies on my list that have not been mentioned. Well, 2. But still, there's 2 that haven't been mentioned. So 2010 couldn't have been that bad if we got some variety on here. Coming in at number 5, I'm going to be completely honest. It's number 5 because I didn't think any of my honorable mentions deserved to be at number 5. So this is coming. The Ward just finished John Carpenter Lifetime Achievement Award. He's getting number 5 on my list just because of John fucking Carpenter. That's it.
That's it.
But
okay.
I couldn't justify putting any of my honorable mentions at number 5. So I put a fucking terrible movie in at number 5. It sets the bar fucking low. I can only go up from here, right?
I hope.
So coming in at number 4, Crank's favorite fucking movie of all time. I thought it was entertaining as shit because it was dumb as shit, and I am a fan of Slacks. So of course Rubber has to come in at number fucking 4.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
You don't want to watch that. How's that not fun?
Dude, I tried to watch this weekend. I made it 20 minutes into it, and I was like, fuck this shit. I'm out. No, good God.
You have terrible taste in fucking movies. Okay?
It sounds the same approach to Slacks is what he did with this. And there was no way he was ever going to... Yeah, you weren't going to get through it, man.
No, that's just absurd. So let me watch a movie about this guy that jumps a fucking serial killer every day and beats him within an inch of his life. That's a good movie. But a killer tiger ball, that would never happen. Oh.
Watch it and tell me it's not. Watch it and tell me it's not, asshole. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying Rubber could happen too. Have you not seen those YouTube videos where a tire flies off a semi and takes a fucker's head off? It's possible.
Oh my God, man.
And coming in at number 3, I was so pumped that I was able to actually watch this on the big screen for the one weekend it was in theaters and very select few theaters. Hatchet 2. Yes, I am so disappointed and kind of happy that Zach did not have this on his list. Let's be honest, the Hatchet movies kind of get worse as they go. But man, watching this on the big screen was fucking awesome. Great gore, really stepped it up on the kills. I have one in particular that I like. How to try to describe this on here. I'm just, if you haven't seen it, just wait until a couple people are banging in the fucking swamp and prepare to fucking laugh your ass off after a decapitation happens. I fucking it cracks me. It still cracks me up.
That is good.
But yeah, it's a sequel. It's Hatchet 2, so unfortunately I couldn't make it too high on my list. Coming at number 2, still gets a lot of hate. I don't think it's that bad. It's not that great, but it's not that bad. I found it entertaining, but is not in my collection at all. The Wolfman. I thought it was a decent flick, man. It wasn't that bad. It's a pretty good werewolf movie. Because there's so many bad werewolf movies.
You know what?
Was okay.
I was so stoked with the cast that they announced as this thing was coming along, and I was just like, man, we're going to redo the original. This is fucking great. This is a great way to reintroduce those classic monsters. And then, man, I don't know, dude. It just didn't deliver for me. I don't know.
I still think it's a great way to reintroduce those classic monsters, though, compared to, I know hindsight's 2020.
It was.
We'll use it because everybody shits on it. It's easy to shit on. It's an easy target. The Mummy with fucking Tom Cruise.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm with you. I get it. And a lot of people don't like this fucking movie. I get it.
You know what? It was the classic victim of the overhype for me. That's what it was, man.
I can see that. And I wasn't too overhyped on it. I dug it. Still not as good as the original. Like I said, there's a lot of shitty fucking werewolf movies, man.
Yeah.
This one's pretty fucking good.
Huh?
Nope, Ghost Stick.
All right, Ghost Stick. And coming in at honorable mention number 1, or you could say number 6. I'll be honest, this movie is better than The Ward, but it's not directed by John Carpenter. So we get The Crazies. Dude, I like it. I get it.
I get it.
It's not Romero, buddy. It's not fucking Romero. Just like Zach said, I can watch a Romero film. I feel warm, all fuzzy inside. You know it's fucking Romero. You can feel it. It's fucking Romero.
Craven, Carpenter, all those fuckers do that. Toby Hooper to a point. Fucking Fulci. I mean, you can tell their work. That's why it's special.
You can also tell. Well,
yeah, I'll say this. This version of The Crazies, a nice tribute to the material, much like Dawn of the Dead was, Snyder's Dawn of the Dead to the original. Same thing. I mean, it's done differently, and it's fine, but it does lack that tangible Romero-ness.
It doesn't have that feel to it. That's it.
Yes.
I'm with Zag 100%. It's not a bad It's not a bad movie. It is entertaining. It just, like I said,
Opulence is great. He's great in it.
Crazies. All right. Now I was kind of pissed when they said they're remaking Dawn of the Dead. When I heard about that, I was fucking pissed. Like,
yeah,
everybody knows that's my number 1 horror film. I was like, what the fuck?
But
and I was like, okay, it wasn't bad.
No,
the original, but not bad.
Sci-Fi ran the first 10 minutes. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember it was after Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched that shit.
I went, holy shit. I went, all right, now we're talking. Let's go. I was in there. I was totally flipped by that 10-minute tease. With all the blood and everything. That was fantastic. And then, the movie was good. It was decent.
It was good, but it still doesn't hold a fucking candle.
Oh, no. And there's people that will laugh at me. They will laugh at you for saying that, and in any way that the 78 Dawn of the Dead is better than that 2004 one. They can't see it. It's impossible. They look at those gray-green zombies and the Hare Krishna zombie and all that shit. It ain't even about that, man. It's the fucking story is what makes that shit last and the impact. It's all there.
Well, the story, I don't mind people painting fucking blue. Hell, there's that one guy's not even fucking painted in the fucking suit. I don't care. It's the story and the fucking gore. I'm sorry. A 12-year-old watching Dawn of the Dead for the first time when he kicks in the door and that head fucking explodes and bites the chick, rips it. Dude, that makes a fucking impact. None of that CGI bullshit in the remake would ever fucking have that impact on me. But that's enough because we're not going to talk about Dawn of the Dead. We're talking about 2010. So I'll go to my second honorable mention. Yes. I digress. Paranormal Activity 2. I like the first Paranormal Activity. I'm like Zag. It kind of creeped me out a little bit. That's good because we're all pretty desensitized to the shit, and not much really scares me. This one gave me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. The first one,
you were just wondering what's next. Every time they ramped it up a little more, it was like, okay, I mean, fuck, it had me on the edge of my fucking seat, man.
And this one, it didn't really do it like the first
No.
one. There's one scene in particular that made me go, "Ooh." Like I said, I don't like rapey fucking movies. I can't do that shit. I don't like seeing kids get fucked with either. So when that baby's in the crib and start getting lifted up, that's the only time I was like, "Oh shit." But other than that, there's same old, nothing we haven't seen before. Speaking of same old, nothing we haven't seen before. My third honorable mention, Insidious. It's good, but I'm with Crank. I'm just not huge on it. I find the Conjuring movie much better than Insidious.
Right. Well, the reveal of the Darth Maul, dude. That actually is a detraction of how
it is, because it's funny you said that, because that's what I thought when I seen this movie the first time. I was like, "Oh shit, it's Darth Maul." I'm fucking probably high, but it's if that's the highlight for your movie.
Yeah, but a lot of places have considered that like one of the biggest jump scares ever. Is that Darth Maul reveal?
Nah,
that's the scariest moment in theaters.
Oh, whatever. Apparently, they never seen fucking Exorcist 3.
Fuck.
That's one of the better jump scares.
They probably haven't.
Just saying. Actually, that's a good jump scare, I guess, but I don't know. Like I said, it stands out. I remember it.
Yeah.
I don't remember much else, but I remember that. So I'll give them credit. I was waiting for the John Williams score to kick in. Fucking lightsaber, Anyway, that's enough of me being fucking nerdy. Let's move on to my number one movie.
Drum roll, please.
Definitely better than number 5. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Dude, it has to be number 1. Fucking hilarious. Original. I love the fact that everybody thought that the redneck dudes that were just minding their own fucking business were fucking killing people. And the wood chipper scene is fucking phenomenal. And they were telling me, "Oh, the kids are just running out and committing suicide." Dude, it's fucking hilarious. I don't know how this was your number 5. I can understand it not being your number 1. I
don't like horror comedies.
But dude, you don't like horror comedies, but we do a horror comedy podcast.
I don't mind being funny to you guys, about horror, but no, I like serious horror. I mean, if we didn't have the kind of connection that we did, and we didn't form that kind of friendship that we did in the game, but we just seriously spoke horror movies and debated like them based on the merits and based on without any sense of humor whatsoever, I'd still want to talk to you guys about movies. I wouldn't necessarily want to publicize it for everyone else to watch, but I think the three of us are kind of funny. So,
and I think Tucker and Dale versus Evil is pretty fucking funny, man.
I think it's pretty fucking funny too, and I already said I think it's original. I think I like the way it's written, but no, it's not great. It's not number 1 for me.
Better than motherfucking Black Swan shit.
Hey,
I've never seen Black Swan.
Have you seen Black Swan?
No, and I like going to the ballet. I really do. I enjoy.
I like going to the ballet too.
But I'm not going to watch the fucking Black Swan.
You guys like going to the ballet, you say, huh? The two of yous?
I do.
Then what happens?
What are you trying to imply?
All right.
Yeah.
Colonel, that was a fine list, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't even get the golf clap. That's fucked up.
Give him the real.
I wasn't on that page.
I wasn't on that page.
Damn, I'm backing you up, Colonel, and you're gonna fucking shit on me?
That was more making fun.
You dick. All right. Well, look who's here. We got Eileen in the house.
Hey.
Hope we're not ruining your lunch break.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no doubt.
2010.
Let me back up here. Oh, we got another new one. Eric, good afternoon, fellas. He may be on the West Coast. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, West Coast, yeah.
Eric, welcome. God damn it, welcome.
That's right. I don't know where he's at, but if he's saying good afternoon, it's 8 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock your time.
Yeah, it's like 6 over on the West Coast. So
yeah. So, all right, let's hit some of these comments. Luke says a Serbian film was shock value for the sake of shock, with no value. Nice. I like the way you put that.
Well said.
No value, story, or morality. Fuck that movie and that director. All right.
Indeed. Fuck that shit.
I'm not sure who James is talking about. I think he's talking about I Saw the Devil's director, maybe. I think the director is still making movies. I hope so. He also did A Tale of Two Sisters, which was also remade in America.
Now, I wonder if he did A Tale and Two Sisters. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it's fucking phenomenal.
No. He did A Tale of Two Sisters.
No, but I'm talking about A Tale and Two Sisters.
No.
No? You guys haven't seen it?
No.
Phenomenal.
Good God.
It won 6 awards. Just saying.
I'm trying to change the subject. Jason, welcome to the show, Jason. He says, killer condom versus rubber. Now, see, that...
Yeah.
Does that happen in the movie? That might actually be entertaining. But no. I didn't make it that far. I couldn't make it that far. I literally saw 20 minutes. Well, I saw 10 minutes of bullshit that didn't mean anything. It didn't look like to the movie. And then I saw 10 minutes of a tire unearthing itself and then rolling. And I was like, I can't do it. I cannot do it.
I like he got 20 minutes into rubber. I had to call it quits. But I'll be honest with you, I got about 20 minutes into a Serbian film, so I had to check it out. I'm like, no. No.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen a Serbian film yet.
Don't waste your time. I had to see what the hoopla was about. Like I said, I made about 20 minutes. I'm like, no.
yeah, people were saying, "Oh, you want to see the most disgusting, shocking shit ever? You got to watch a Serbian film." Just you are the marks that movie was made for. If you're saying something like that, you know what I mean? It's not a good example of that kind of, there's nothing to it. I mean, it's just absolutely, like he said, just for the sake of just being shocking. There's nothing else there. And it gets tiring fast.
Well, I mean, you could say that about some of the movies that have become classics over the years. Like the original I Spit on Your Grave. You could say that was done just for shock value. You could say, hell, even Last House on the Left.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I mean,
Again, you're talking Craven. I don't really know who did the original offhand here, but as far as I Spit on Your Grave, but I mean, there was some. What?
I'm just going to say, yeah, but those became classics because at least they had a fucking story behind it. This shit was just fucking stupid. Trying to think of a good comparison for it.
It truly stands alone with no one's bothered to do anything that fucking, pointless.
Eileen brings up one. How about Human Centipede? Now that was shock bullshit.
No, I'm with you on that. Human Centipede fucking sucked. Like
not a fan either.
Like it.
I can't believe they fucking turned that into a franchise.
The only thing Human Centipede I like to watch is that episode of South Park where Kyle doesn't read the terms and conditions. And after fucking Human Centipede comes together, that's it.
And then they keep bringing a plate of food. The guy's like, "Oh no!"
Oh, hey, our buddy Peter's here.
Peter!
Peter Anthony, writer director of Rose Blood. He says, I asked John Carl Buckley. Is that how you say it? Or Buckley?
The guy that played the Punisher? No.
Oh,
no. The guy,
director of Friday 7, and he was in Hatchet. He said if he drank real piss in Hatchet 2, he looked at me cross-eyed and said, "It's OJ, Pete." I hope it was watered down, OJ, because that looked a lot realer than it should have.
We got to talk to Peter again. He's been dropping some stuff out on the internet that I have questions about, but I don't want to bring it up here.
Okay.
Absolutely fascinating. I love it, by the way. So
nice. Jason says, I'm not sure which movie you're referring to here, Jason, but says it was great, but same as everyone, cannot put my finger on why it is not rewatchable. Is he talking about Rubber? Because he mentioned Rubber in an earlier comment.
I hope it's not the Serbian film.
I highly doubt it.
I don't know.
Little clarification, sir, and we'll be happy
to
comment.
He also says on the Crazies, he's Iowa born and raised. And the Crazies was Fast Zombies before Fast Zombies was a thing.
Well,
there were some earlier than that, I think, but not many.
Yeah, the Crazy.
If you count 28 Days.
I was gonna say 20. I mean, if he's going back to 73 with the original.
The original?
I'm just another bitch about the fucking Dawn of the Dead remake. I hate fucking Fast Zombies with a passion. Just put that back out there.
No, but still, the way he used it, I was okay with. Like I said, the story was greater than the running zombies. The story was with that particular case.
I agree. And the running zombies and zombies, they use that term loosely. 28 days later, fucking no problem. No fucking problem.
They had the rage.
But when they're the reanimated fucking corpses, they shouldn't fucking run. I'm sorry. This just isn't going to fucking happen. I know I'm expecting a little bit of realism in a fucking horror movie. That's a shame on my fucking part.
Or if they do run, they should just fall apart. And just collapse.
Okay, I'd be okay with that.
Damage incurs as they're moving.
Yeah, like a zombie run, it steps and the fucking leg fucking snaps and you see the bone pop out.
That's how the DCS will fucking do their zombie movie, motherfuckers.
No, we're not. I ain't putting my name on shit, even if they do run and fall apart when they run. They run, I ain't fucking touching it. Fuck you. Keep my name off of it.
Authenticity, baby.
All right. Luke says, and I'm behind on comments, guys, so I don't know which movies you guys are talking about. He says a remake should be different to a degree, though. That may be in reference to Let Me In, maybe, because it is pretty identical.
Any remake, really. I mean, I agree with him. If you're going to do a remake, look at the remake, for example, whereas the same fucking movie.
Right.
You're right. You got to change it up a little bit.
Which one?
The Crazies, The Omen is what he's talking about. The Crazies was quite a bit different than the original.
Yes.
So, but Let Me In wasn't very different, except for a few minor things that really helped the story, in my opinion. Wasn't very different than Let the Right One In.
And to Colonel's point, he said that one there. I also think of Psycho when they remade that and they did it shot for shot. Yeah, you could have added a little something to it. I mean, it was. I understand that's his film, and he wanted to tribute Hitchcock and all that. But
that was just dumb, though.
See, but also when you try to do an absolutely completely original remake on the material, you end up with sometimes movies that you can't name on the show as well. So there's that little hitch you got to worry about.
Yeah, but then you get groundbreaking films like The Thing.
Yes, that's done right. And then
the people that were doing the movie that shall not be named from 2019 probably thought they were doing The Thing of this day and age.
I disagree wholeheartedly with that statement because it was clearly a studio project with nobody with any passion or knowledge of the original Fog film. There's no fucking way they could have came out of it with that disconnection of that material to what it was, to what it became, and that fucking piece of shit. And we're talking about a Carpenter remake. I won't name it. I won't say it. It's about, we said it before, precipitation that comes off the ocean and stuff. But fuck that, man. No, absolutely not. Will not be acknowledged here.
No,
we're not going to talk about that one?
No.
Well, I'll change the subject real quick and then we move on. Speaking of remakes, has nothing to do with the remake, but my cat is a fucking asshole. That little shit walked right by you and crop dusted me, and it fucking reeks.
Is that what you did?
That's why I made that face.
I saw your face. I was like, what?
I thought he was reacting to
to me, man.
I almost said it. I thought he was reacting to the remake.
Nah.
So, are you saying your cat left the fog in front of you?
I think she did. Speaking of which, the fog day's coming up.
Yeah.
Wanted to help.
Damn enchiladas.
I just wanted to help clarify things. All right. Optimistically Cynical says, I took my son to the park, and when we got home, we found the goldfish dead. Sorry to hear that, which is a tough situation for any parent. How do you explain autoerotic asphyxiation to a 4-year-old?
I don't know. I just blew that up to the therapist in about fucking 10 years.
Who said that?
The fish jumped out of the bowl and was just like, did he leave a note? Did he like scribble something on the wall of the fish bowl?
Optimistically Cynical. Well, that is, hey man, he's living up to the name. So I like that.
That was good.
That might be comment of the night tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Optimistically Cynical. Has nothing to do with the topic whatsoever, but
at all. But thank you anyway. This is yes. Comment of the night.
Eileen says the Wolfman 2010 was great. Love the music. Patricia says great list, Colonel.
Thank you, Patricia.
Patricia also says it makes me happy that you all like different things. It does. It makes me happy too, but it also spurs up some like bitter moments, like some harsh criticism on people from time to time. Now, obviously, we're all still friends. We don't mean we may mean some of the things we say to each other, but we don't necessarily mean them in a negative, derogatory, harsh way.
Tell you what fucking sucks is going first on these fucking lists. Let me tell you that.
Going first blows.
It just means Colonel can go fuck himself if he.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And Zigzag too, for that matter. We haven't even. I don't think we've even mentioned this, have we? Hutch says, haha, any Nightmare on Elm Street movie after the first one should be considered a horror comedy. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
The more time passes, the more I can freely say Nightmare on Elm Street as a series is my least favorite of the big 4 or 5 because I like to put Phantasm in there. Yeah, man, they're just not good. They're not well crafted. They don't tie together too well. And turning Freddy from the scary thing that he was, the inspiration of nightmares, to fucking pop culture, slappy one-line and dropping guy. Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why they did that.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why they did that.
I understand. I just feel it could have done just the same with a whole lot less of that, a whole lot more of gutting kids with the fucking claws would have been just as fucking glorious.
That series would have been done at the third one if that was the case.
Maybe that's what it should have done.
I'll be honest. If I rewatch Nightmare on Elm Street and the Nightmare on Elm Street films now, it's literally just for the kills, and they're not as good as I fucking remember it as a kid. They're just edited to hell and back.
I like 1, 3, and New Nightmare.
That's another good point. A New Nightmare, is one that's grown on me over the years. Where it first came out, I didn't really care for it, but you watch it now. It's nice to get Freddy back to what he was in part 1, and fucking terrifying, and I'd be a goddamn comedian.
Yeah. I like the dual roles too. They're playing themselves. They're playing the fucking actors and shit. And it's cool. That was some good fucking Craven. That was. You know what I mean? That was thinking. That was clever. That one you had to pay attention to stay on it. It was fucking great. But in the grand scope of the Nightmare on Elm Street universe, if I only had the first one, I could live with that, man. I'd leave the rest, even 3.
That's what happens, though, when a studio gets involved with a film, especially if it becomes a film to a franchise. It changes hands so fucking much. There needs to be some kind of security for writers and for creators that allows them to have some kind of control of where a series is going to go, or a film might go in subsequent sequels.
We just saw last year what happens when the brains behind something gets full control of what they want to do. You get something like Chucky the series.
Mm-hmm.
After all those shit fucking movies came out with the fucking studio's goddamn hands all over them,
right?
Mancini comes out and goes, "Hey man, this is what I was thinking," and it's fucking brilliant. It's fucking brilliant.
Here's one that we can chat about here in a minute about. Luke says, I passed out snoring at the theaters during the Elm Street remake. Never attempted to rewatch it since. We're gonna chat a little bit about the Elm Street remake here in a second. I'm not sure what this means. Eileen says, nah, CCTV break. Oh, break from the cams. Okay, she's at work and doesn't have to watch the cameras right now, I think.
Nice.
I think that's what that means. James says, oh, he was referring to the director of a Serbian film is still making movies.
Shit like that. But it's a one-trick pony, so none of his other shit is got any recognition outside of that probably geographical area, a small square of it. No one's talked about anything else he's done. Right. They go right to the first one, the shocking one, the fucking, yeah. I feel like we're giving him too much press on this show tonight.
I think we are.
Yeah, no doubt. Luke says the Serbian film makes Cannibal Holocaust look like Terminator 2.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
Oh, and hi, kids. Rachel says, hi, Dad and friends. Not my real kid, but they call me Dad for some reason. Yeah, thanks. James is talking about the running zombies. I guess it depends on your definition of zombie, again, I think. Luke says 28 days was the rage virus, which I thought was a new twist on it. Yep.
Yeah.
Jimmy said, oh, hey, Jimmy. Jimmy says, human centipede, do you want the cuttlefish or the vanilla paste? Jesus Christ. You were allowed to sew the user's mouth to the butthole of another user. Yep. That now, the South Park version of that was fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
Oh God. Eileen says the fish with a little belt. The goldfish with a little belt. Jesus Christ. Bob choke. What the hell is wrong with you, Eileen? Jesus Christ. Rachel says different interests between y'all keeps the show fun. Appreciate that.
Yes. I mean, it'd be boring if we all agreed and liked the same shit, I think.
It would be boring. I wouldn't want to watch this shit if that's the case.
Yeah, no doubt. Patricia is loving the fact that Colonel's cat came and took a shit on him, basically.
Or has been interrupting the show for the past 5 fucking minutes on my end.
Zoom. Adam says, what did you guys think of the I Spit on Your Grave remake from 2010? Sorry if you already brought it up. Just joined the stream. Adam, I think I was the only one that listed it, and it was an honorable mention for me. Is that right? Yep. I thought it was a pretty well done remake, honestly. Colonel, you want to touch on your thoughts on it again? You don't do rapey stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I just don't care for rapey films. Like rapey films and fucking kids. That's kind of where I draw the line with horror. Kudos to them. If it turns my fucking gut, like any graphic fucking rape scene, I guess you did your job, but I just don't want to watch that shit. I just,
Yeah, I tend to gravitate to the original because I saw it young, and it was way more of an effect on me back then than seeing the new one now. And then, of course, the comparisons are right there. It's well made. It's fine. And as far as remakes go, yeah, it's acceptable. I wouldn't put it in the category with some of those other ones that we don't talk about here. But it is what it is. I mean, I dig the grit and the realism. If that makes any sense compared to the newer one, it just comes off a lot more like a home movie capture or something in that first one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think it hits me hard because of the realism of it. Even the stupid stuff. I mean, I come from that
shit. So it seems more real to me. The new one is fine. Just seems like a movie.
Did you just say you come from stupid? What does that mean?
The 70s.
What? Oh, the 70s.
Yes.
You said the stupid. I come from that shit.
Yeah, the
So
70s.
like, did you just come from stupid?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. James says, I don't know what you guys think of Lovecraftian horror. It's hit and miss. But apparently Beyond the Black Rainbow came out in 2010, so I'll probably check that out. Yeah. I don't know that one, but I'll look it up.
There's just many levels of Lovecraftian attempts. You know what I mean?
True.
So yeah, I don't think I've seen that one. You know, yeah, but I mean, shit, yeah, we were big fans of Reanimator and some of that stuff. You know, From Beyond.
Well, and I love In the Mouth of Madness.
Which God
could easily be that.
Come on, no, I mean it's our boy.
Yeah,
Elman, that one.
Yeah. Patricia loves the I Spit on Your Grave remake. It was in her list, so there you go. Adam, is that who it was?
Yeah.
There you go, Adam. I think that'll answer your thing. Luke says, I always fast forward the rapey stuff, but the revenge stuff is when the movie gets good or gets great. Yeah.
I agree, but I'm not going to watch a movie to fast forward it, even if I know it's there. I mean, fuck.
Right. All right. Well, it didn't make any of our list, and I'm kind of happy it didn't. But I got a question for you guys. I'm going to start with Ziggy on this. Did you intentionally try to find ways to leave the Nightmare on Elm Street remake off your list, or did it just happen naturally?
Yeah.
Number 6.
Bullshit.
No, really, no.
Let me clarify. I was a big fan when Jackie Earl Haley was announced as Freddy. The internet got him that job. Excuse me. And I was like, if anybody can do Freddy, this guy can fucking do it. He's not the problem with this fucking movie at all.
His Freddy is actually pretty damn good.
The look of it is stupid. I'll get you that. I understand they went for a more realistic burn look, but that fucking CGI is fucking horrid, man. What the fuck? You know, but this was a bad script with a bad story, and just it wasn't ever going to work. It was never going to fucking work. And, you know, Haley did his best. And he's scary. He is scary as Freddy. Not to the degree of Robert Englund in 1, but he's still... This wasn't his fault. And but when you look at the whole movie, it has a couple of good jump scares, yes. A couple of good moments, but almost entirely forgettable. Yeah, Ray fell asleep in it. I mean, this is a common problem with this fucking movie. It didn't make any fucking money.
Luke fell asleep in it.
Yeah, Luke.
Luke. Yeah.
So yeah.
Colonel, what about you? Were you intentionally leaving it off, or did it happen naturally?
It happened naturally because it's just not a good movie. I mean, I agree, Jackie was not the problem. He was the best part. His acting was the best part of the film.
That's what.
And Luke kind of fucking nails it right there. The writing sucked. The CGI sucked. The look of Freddy sucked. The actors were all fucking bad besides fucking, fucking Jackie, fucking Warchak over there. I mean, it's just a bad fucking movie. Like, why would whatever. Well, I mean, why would it make my list? John Carpenter's The Ward deserved to be on there much more than the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Just saying.
Fair enough.
It's just a bad fucking movie.
I watched it again recently.
But I was going to say real quick, the funny part is he's talking about how he fell asleep in theaters and hasn't gone back to watch it. Dude, Luke, I fell asleep watching the Friday 13th remake in the theater. Every time I watched that movie for the following 5 years after it, I fell asleep watching that fucking movie. It took me 6 years to finish it.
Nice.
Just saying. And that's not even saying that was a bad movie. It's fucking boring.
There's issues with that one too, man. I mean, you got to stop letting these guys that are heading the committees of anti-violence in movies make horror movies. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm talking to you, fucking Michael Bay. Get the fuck out of our party, all right?
Yeah, he does need to get the fuck out.
What the fuck is going on?
I did watch the Nightmare on Elm Street remake for tonight just to see if it should make any kind of list. It doesn't. It should make a bottom 5, I think, or at least the honorable mentions of a bottom 5. You guys have already mentioned it. it had no heart. The first one had heart to it. It had no heart in the remake. You didn't see an elevation of the Nancy character in the remake to get to where she could fight back as you did with Nancy in 1984's original. There was a progression to her character. There was growth. There was learning. In the remake, it was just like, oh, I pulled out a piece of his sweater, and then 20 minutes later, she's like, I got an idea. I'm like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
The CGI, again, like you guys have mentioned, completely takes me out of it. But I did not mind Jackie Earle Haley. He was fine. And if that had a better script, a better director, Michael Bay would go fuck off. I think that movie would have been a hell of a lot better if they had kept Jackie Earle Haley and just and tried to go for a dark remake.
They needed a whole new script for that shit to even work at all.
Right.
It was never had a chance.
Oh, Dave's here.
Dave!
Wow. Oh, and he says, give a shout out to his kid. She will trip out. Hold on. Well, you got to get something special then, don't you?
Yeah, I got it.
Do you?
It's right here.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. I'm trusting you. Carissa, this one's for you. Wow. We haven't broken that one out in a while.
Yeah.
All right. There you go, Dave. I hope you're still watching. Luke said, hell, Freddy's Dead had more heart, and that movie is a pile of excrement.
I think he's right.
I think he's right, though, yeah.
Well, it's also tainted by the Zane bloodline, so,
Ugh. Well, she's not that bad.
We haven't attended to meet her yet.
I didn't give her a chance to be a bitch
She's
to me.
by association with me at this point.
Right, man. I've just heard stories.
We should all wear our Billy Zane's a Dick shirt up to meet her at some point.
I plan on wearing it at the con. I don't give a fuck, dude. Fuck that guy. Let him see it. Where'd you get that? Had it made.
You can't. They're sold out. You can't order them anymore.
Yeah, you want to autograph it for me? I'll have him sign it if he fucking. I will pay the $80 to have him sign the Billy Zane is a Dick shirt. How fucking epic would that be? Then we'll fucking raffle it off here. One of you lucky winners. Frame that bitch.
Last thing I'll talk about with Nightmare on Elm Street. One of the actresses admitted she hated the script, hated the movie, and only did it for a paycheck, and it shows. I believe it. I'm not surprised by that at all. One other movie, though, I want to bring up that I think I mentioned in the comments by maybe Luke. Adam Green's Frozen didn't make any of our lists. Why not?
It's a piece of shit fucking movie. Actually, honestly, I haven't seen it, so I couldn't. I was like, "Fuck, no, I need to watch that." When I was doing the master list.
Okay,
this is the one.
Seen it?
What?
Go ahead, Ziggy. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Ziggy.
so this is the one where they get stuck on a ski lift.
Yeah,
and it's to me. When I looked at my list, I had Buried and there's Frozen. And I kind of went, all right, these are kind of in that same vein, and I opted to the one that affected me more. So I hate being fucking cold too. So I mean, but God damn it, I hate to do it again, but I have to.
Number 6.
Sorry. For the first time ever, I would agree with you. Number 6. It was almost on the list, and then I watched Kidnapped, and I was like, this movie is better than Frozen, and that snuck in. It was I think it was an honorable mention, but once I watched Kidnapped, I was like, nope, that takes a spot. I gotta bump that out.
He got his hatchet love. Adam Green will be fine.
Yeah, but I do enjoy Frozen. It's just it takes a long time to get there. And then again, just a depressing fucking movie. You know.
Really?
Anyway. All right, good. Dave says she loved it. Good. Luke says he's been stuck on a ski lift before. Trust me, it's frightening. I would not doubt it. That is a frightening scenario. As would be the Buried movie that Ziggy dug up. Being buried alive. That's one of those fears that people have. I didn't include Buried, mostly in my list at least, because to me it wasn't that effective. It reminded me a little bit of the movie Phone Booth, just not as well done. And I like Phone Booth, but there's a lot more, opportunities to direct with that. This one, you're literally in a box trying to figure out how to shoot in a box.
I guess the simplicity of it is what is attractive about it. Plus, anytime this someone is buried alive, let's say, okay, you got buried, Serpent and the Rainbow, Bill Pullman is buried alive with a fucking giant spider in there with him while he's on the zombie fucking powder, and then
only for a few minutes though, not for
yes. But I'm just saying, anytime this occurs in a horror movie, it's effective. City of the Living Dead, when Mary's buried, without any kind of embalming or pre-funeral rituals and everything, but still, she's buried alive and she wakes in her coffin and then starts trying to claw her way out. That shit sticks with me. I don't know why. It's just something about it, man. And that's where Buried. That's why I think I put it up a little higher than some of those other ones.
I get you, and I'm not knocking you for that one.
Yeah,
I'll knock it. I found Buried to be fucking boring.
I kind of did.
It's a very simple setup. You know what I mean? That's why I kind of dig shit like that. That's clever to me. I don't know.
Well, sometimes I don't mind simple setups.
Yeah.
But if it's done in a way that is somewhat a little more creative, like Cube is one. That's literally that set is 2 rooms put together, and they just change the camera angles to make it look different.
Sure.
That's fascinating.
Not as fascinating as a fucking killer tiger, though. Just saying.
Oh, good God. Anyway, Adam asked, I also enjoyed The Crazies from 2010. Didn't expect much from it, but it was fun to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree.
That made all 3 lists, actually.
Yep. Yes.
It did. James asked, should I bother with My Soul to Take? Ziggy, what was your take on that one?
That's the Craven one, right?
Craven with no heart?
Yeah, he came back to direct this movie, and you're thinking, fuck yeah, Wes Craven back behind the chair, and just dude, he goes through the motions. There's no heart. There's no, I guess you could watch it and probably go, okay, I saw it, but you're gonna forget it, dude. It's so forgettable. I mean,
gotcha.
It's just I'm embarrassed for Carpenter and Craven for those 2 efforts that year.
I have tried to find My Soul to Take to watch, but I have not been able to. I don't want to rent it.
Yeah,
I want to find it free. But I'm a cheap bastard. What can I say?
That should say something that it's not even available on the free network. Maybe it's a little bit better than what it is, but oh no, I think it's just that obscure and overlooked because it's so fucking forgettable. But hey, I could be completely wrong. So James, please give us your 2 cents once you do see it.
Well, Well, Luke says, in my opinion, one of Craven's worst movies, and James says, okay. So that is done. Yeah, but Adam Green is like the new it guy, or of the last 20 years, I guess.
Well, then
No, so then, yeah.
But you would think Frozen would be on one of our lists, but it's not.
Almost. Yeah. It was right there.
Almost is right there. I'm the only one that had an Adam Green movie on mine. It was Hatchet 2.
Yes. Also,
Hatchet 2 was close. Hatchet 2 was in my honorable mentions for a short while until I started watching a bunch of other stuff. So it did not make the cut after all that.
Better than Black Swan, just saying.
No, it's not. No, it is not, Dick. Anyway.
Wow.
All right. Any other questions or things we need to chat about?
For 2010,
I did see a trailer for Interview with a Vampire coming to AMC. Didn't really say much or give it much information, but I'm looking forward to that.
Shit, I didn't even know there was a trailer for it.
Yeah.
Oops.
You know what's stupid?
I saw it during the Walking Dead third, second of 3 season finales they're doing this year.
Whatever.
Yeah. Please finish this and wrap it up.
Every time I go, what? It's not done yet? I thought we just saw the season finale. Oh, no, that was the first season finale. We have 2 more.
Yeah. And they're doing, another anthology series, Tales of the Walking Dead. They had a trailer for that, which also looks just completely stupid. But
man, they're milking that franchise like we fucking milk guy. Like this one stop beating that dead fucking horse.
That is AMC's dead fucking horse for sure.
What I'm looking forward to, and I don't want to see any more trailers for it. Enough already. Sam Raimi, of course, who brought us gems as Drag Me to Hell and the Evil Dead series, is back, and he's in the Marvel universe, the real universe this time, to do Doctor Strange and the Madness. But
that looks interesting.
It looks like this is gonna take Marvel and as much as it can breach into scary and horror style. Because he got away with a little bit in his Spider-Man movies, So
now, see, talking about Sam Raimi and go back to the Crazies, how we said watching that felt like a George Romero movie.
Yes.
Watching that trailer, it's a Sam fucking Raimi movie.
Yes,
it has that feel. It has the camera shots.
Yes,
absolutely.
I'm curious to see what cameo Bruce Campbell has. Apparently, the rumor mill is, I know how true it is, could just be Bruce Campbell fucking with people. But he plays an alternate version of fucking Doctor Strange.
He does.
I don't think that's going to be it, man.
I think that's it.
I think it's going to be too obvious.
Was that a deep fake then, that picture?
Could have been. I mean, hell fuck, dude. It could have been sitting in a makeup chair. It's not like it was amazing looking, but a little bit. He dyes his hair black any fucking way.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it'll be cool. I mean, and I'll be keeping my eye out, of course.
That's
when
fine.
does that come out?
May 5th or 6th.
Yeah, May 7th, I think, or something like that.
Pretty early in the month. All I know, as far as May goes, and speaking of the Evil Dead universe, if it doesn't get delayed again, Evil Dead, the new one. Oh.
Evil Dead Rise, yep.
Directly to HBO Max.
No, I'm talking about the game, not even.
Oh, yes.
The movie. There's the movie, too. I'm really looking forward to the game. So I can play
May 13th. May 13th.
Yeah, the game I'm definitely looking forward to as well. I did also see another TV spot for Firestarter, which is coming out May 13th, I think.
I've seen all I want to see on that one too.
I'm not super excited or, sure that this is going to be worth a damn. But there you go. That may be one of the next reviews that we do. I don't know.
Well, hey, we didn't do Morbius, man. So
no.
I think I would dodge that bullet.
Thank God.
I was not wanting to review that when it was on the list. It's like, fuck, no. No. Like, I was going to play fuck the shit I'm out on that one. Like, it's been delayed so much. They can blame it on COVID. I really think they kept delaying it because it was such a bad movie, and they knew it was a bad movie. And that's what I thought from the beginning. So
I don't believe it.
Morbius is such a cool fucking character.
And then they're going to put him into the universe too now? I mean,
you're muted.
Yeah, if we do a review on Firestarter, we can also do like a top 5 Stephen King adaptations. If we haven't done that. I'm just saying.
I'm just going to say, if it comes out on the 13th, that's not a very good fucking weekend for me. I will do my best, but I may have to play a certain card just because I might not have time.
Understandable.
Yeah, I remember
we'll talk about it.
2 birthdays in that month.
I'm aware. All right. Patricia says, I'm finishing up All of Us Are Dead. It's pretty good. I have not started that yet. I've been kind of...
Never got back to it.
I got 4 episodes in, and I haven't got back to it yet. I was enjoying it though. I liked it.
Well, Luke says he's been rewatching the Tales of the Crypt seasons. Good, interesting. I bet those are fun.
Those are fucking.
And son of a bitch, S. Michael, on his way back from vacation, just wanted to drop in and say, Harry Rama. Well, I don't know what he's saying.
Harry Rama.
Here's his list. Number 5, The Reef. I didn't dig that one.
The
Number
Sharks,
4, yeah. Number 4, Devil. Number 3, The Crazies remake. Number 2, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Oh, can't even take his list serious now.
He's fucking with us.
Even though Virus like, what the fuck?
Honorable mention, Shutter Island, and number 1, Insidious. Have a great show, fellas. Was that really S. Michael? I think that may have been an imposter.
I think that was a bot.
You know what? Since he's probably not listening anymore.
No, I hope you had a great vacation.
Yeah,
man, and be safe on your way home and all that. And yeah. And Eileen says, she's off, lads and ladettes. See you next week. Fantastic as always. You're fantastic as always.
Thank you.
All right, I'm good.
I know what's going on. We can talk about next week when we have a special guest.
Is that confirmed?
Right.
It's confirmed.
All right.
In studio, joining us next week, famed artist. We see him we run into him at cons all over the place, and he has a really cool, unique style to his art. He likes to mash up horror properties with pop culture movies, with comic books. I got one up on the wall here. I can't get it down, but it's like it says he did a whole line on the scary stories thing, but it was like, instead of scary stories to tell in the dark, it'd be scary stories to tell on Halloween, and there'd be a Michael Myers or a Halloween picture. I happened to get from the Colonel. Thank you, Colonel. Scary stories to tell in the fog. And they're large prints, and they're very unique designs. And we're going to see what makes him tick. It's Corey Holiday joining us from Vile Consumption. And he's a cool cat, man, and it should be a lot of fun. And he's going to give us his favorite designs he's done, and I'm sure we'll have some kind of list to go with, too. What do you got there? Here, let me get Crank on the solo view here.
This is some of his work that I had in the next room.
Oh, up here.
Solo me up, bitch.
I'm trying.
Shit, you want me to do it?
Well, here, you know why? Because here, I got it.
No, you don't.
I just did it, and he clicked it off. You asshole.
There we go. This is his take on John Carpenter's The Thing as a comic book, which is pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
And like Ziggy was talking about, scary stories to tell in the Overlook Hotel, and it's got the border around the edge of the carpet.
Oh, so good.
And then,
and he's got hundreds of designs. So, I mean, we'll definitely get into that and see what's going on with Corey, man.
Looking forward to having him on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That will be cool. Let me see here. Don't forget, guys, to snap on over to Indiegogo and hit up the Never Hike Alone 2 fundraising campaign one last time. I'll throw the link in the comments so you have a quick access to it. And let's get that pushed over 150,000 by the end of this week, hopefully.
We need it.
We can do it.
We want it.
And we're supporters of it, but we get none of this. We're just doing this to help Vincent out and Womp Stomp Films. They actually did. They went over 128,000 while we were on the show. So
hell yeah.
Get it.
We're gonna make it.
Yep. And also, one last time, I want to say thanks to our members, such as Corey, Chris, Lorena, Christy, Luke, S. Michael, Patricia, Tanya, and Tyrone. Those are our final girls and guys. And our Crazy Ralphs, Angelo and Raymond. Our camp counselors, Stacy, Lynn, Orlando, Kiara, and Dave.
Thank you. God damn it, thank you.
Goddamn
Ziggy,
right.
send them out for the night.
Wow, man. Well, hey, there you go. 2010 wasn't so bad after all. We didn't agree on everything, and Black Swan.
But hell, man, it was fun. We got more shit coming.
Man.
Like I said, Corey Holiday, Vile Consumption, joining us next week, so it's going to be a blast. Can't wait to get there, and who knows what fucking toys or board games I'm going to find in the week leading up to it. So until then, we'll see you then.
Colonel.
Well, I don't know about toys and fucking board games. Sounds like real pussy magnets there, Zag. I was giving you shit. But yeah.
For you to say.
Next week, Corey's coming in. I'm fucking pumped. I'm a big fan of his work as well. I used to have a couple of his pieces on the old set. They haven't made their way on the new one, but there's a lot of blue to cover up. Eventually, I'll get them up there. Yeah, I wish I would have kept it because the Monster Squad gave me was right. It was in the trunk, and that's right because we had to change a fucking tire, and it got fucking crushed.
Oh,
the Monster Squad one, yeah. So I need to buy a new one. Yeah. I remember. Zach, I don't know. If you might have left that in your car. No, man, put it in your trunk. I guess. Yeah, it was in the trunk, all right.
Right there, baby.
I should have fucking kept it because that's a good one. I'll probably rebuy that one instead of the Monster Squad one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Cool guy. I'll try to keep the wrestling talk with him to a minimum next week. And Elvira says, "Don't get sick. Wash your dick, and don't smell like a Scuba Steve. You Summer's Eve." I gotta clarify, Elvira, not the Elvira you guys know.
All right. Yep. As always, gang, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are creeping up on 1,000 subs, and that's a big deal. We may do something really special when we hit 1,000 subs. I don't know yet.
I've got some stuff here, man. We got some high end shit we could probably toss to somebody for being that magical 1,000th subscriber.
Yeah. But yeah, tell your friends, tell your family, tell any horror fan that you know to come and check us out sometime. Like they said, we're going to be talking to Corey next week. That one's going to be a lot of fun. Not sure what exactly we're going to talk about, except for his art and maybe just different cons around the country. And well, I'm sure we'll find something to get into with him. But until then, we will catch you all next time and have a wonderful evening. Thanks for tuning in. Where'd it go?
I don't fucking know.